can special summon this by banishing 7 dark monsters from my graveyard. Rainbow Dark Dragon.
Hello, waifus. This is James. And last night, it rained Rainbow Dark Dragons. As soon as I got the free one, I then used my extra coins to go in the lottery, and I got 3 more. So we are ready to build this deck that is, honestly, so genius. I'm surprised I didn't copy it off of Playmaker. Or will that be the reverse in the future? No longer are grass decks frustrating to play. Now they're fun. They even have a majority win record. Look at that. Last 10 duels, 6 dubs with this meme Monstagio. Now, before you tell me about any other decks that you have seen on YouTube, this deck accomplishes 2 purposes. Number 1, we're using Jesse Anderson for that sweet voice line. Draw Sense, Spell, and Trap is very common. Number 2, Rainbow Dark Dragon has the capacity to become absolutely enormous if you set him up properly. And there's no reason to use him unless we are activating that special ability. So we have a whole deck full of dark monsters, a little bit of stalling out, so that we can use Draw Sense, Spell, or Trap. All our opponent has to do is knock 1,000 or more life points off of our total, and they will search our grass looks greener for us. But it doesn't stop there. We are also using Duke Shade, the Sinister Shadow Lord. So what makes grass decks so frustrating is that on top of drawing the grass, spell specialist, what have you, you then have to mill properly. You have to mill all your dark monsters. You don't want to mill your Rainbow Dark Dragons. Otherwise, the deck is dead and you drew the grass and then it was all for nothing. But with Duke Shade, the Sinister Shadow Lord, we can summon him and recover our Rainbow Dark Dragon. Now, here is the secret sauce. Duke Shade, the Sinister Shadow Lord, can be special summoned by tributing a dark monster. Snipe Baby, Breaker the Magical Warrior. So, not only do we have redundancy for our boss monster, we also have back row removal for those pesky trap cards. So that's going to basically be the combo. You have your Karibo, or you set a monster. Most decks nowadays, they spam out 2. And then the first one will kill your set monster, and the second one will do non-lethal damage. You search your grass looks greener. You either have a Duke Shade or Rainbow Dark Dragon in the hand already. Mill a ton of dark monsters, and then Rainbow Dark Dragon can summon, power up, and attack for lethal over pretty much anything after Snipe Baby or Breaker the Magical has prepared the field. And as a backup win condition, we got the Blast Spooter. We have the Desperado Barrel Baggio. And I know you're looking at these Lilas. The Lilas are replacements for Snipes and Breakers. That's better because that's the synergy with Duke Shade. But if you do have Lila, I don't want you to dig for cards for this meme deck. Lila serves our purposes admirably. She removes a back row, and she mills the top cards of your deck. That can set up your Rainbow Dark Dragon in the event that your opponent has, a Silent Waifu or a Great Shogun Scam Lord. Please enjoy these clips. Thank you for watching. And here we have Loomis Number. Yes, we can build our deck with the Light and Dark skill, but then we don't get that sweet voice line. Then, Rainbow Dark Dragon is not living the anime dream, and that is what Duel Links is all about, is inhabiting these heroes. Alright, so I felt very comfortable leaving my field open. As long as you can block 1 attack, you will not have lethal against you with anything but like full board Dark Lords. But the opponent doesn't want to start our party, so let's get it started ourselves with Lila the Lightsworn Sorceress. This was an earlier build. In lieu of the 3rd Spooter, I was using a Jinzo Returner. Jinzo Returner can special summon Jinzo when they're both sent to the graveyard. You send Jinzo, and then you send Jinzo Returner, and then it can special summon that Jinzo. And then it's destroyed, but you block the traps. Such was my idea. And here we have Masked heroes that do not have mass change. Fortunately. That's A-OK. We have our turn, and we can draw, sense, spell, or trap to search the grass. I cannot stress enough how perfect and wonderful it is that grass is now searchable. Thanks, James! You're welcome, chat. And then here we have the perfect combo. We have our Snipe Baby is going to discard Darks to power up and also remove this terrible back row. And if need be, we can, instead of going for the back row, we could try and go for a Decider, a little bit of a risky move, Duke Shade, Tribute the Baby, recover the Rainbow Dark Dragon, and I'll just let Jesse take it from here.
I can special summon this by banishing 7 dark monsters from my graveyard. Rainbow Dark Dragon. I activate Rainbow Dark Dragon's effect.
A little bit of beard ASMR.
Battle. You're finished. Rainbow Dark Dragon. Blow him away. Dark Rainbow Refraction.
Good thing you didn't have a Karibo. In the past, I would have locked eyes with this Yu-Gi-Moto, and we would have been in a scams death match of ties that binds users. But now scams are pretty much banned. As soon as Konami starts putting the good cards as like limit 2, that's bye-bye town. We open up the Grasslook screener. That's fortunate, but we don't need it because we have a very good way to search it. Unless the opponent is an abject coward who has not learned the falseness of his old ways. It is scams. Alright, so here we're going to go Duke Shade to try and bait the opponent into attacking. Bait the scams, and Yu-Gi-Moto goes for it. Now, since I already searched the Grasslook's greener, what I want is I want something on the field that is face up and damageable for attacking over Rainbow Dark Dragon. So right now we have 9 dark monsters in the field, so 7 to summon, and then 5,000, an extra 1,000, so 5,000 total. Rainbow Dark Dragon, so we're going to keep stalling out so that we can have the lethal damage. Let me remind you that Rainbow Dark Dragon is not vulnerable to dual wield because he can command the field entirely with his own power. So what I was expecting was 2 scams, and instead we have Power of the Guardians. Interesting. Well, okay, what I was expecting was a level 4 and then a Shien, and then the Shien we could block with just the Karibo, but the opponent has Power of the Guardians, attacks over the Lila, and we fend off the lethal with our one little Karibo. Yes, activate the equip spell, Yugi. You're the best. Now is the time for the Kuribaggio. And the nice thing about this is the Blast Spooters and the Karibos, when they are sent to the graveyard, that is just more fuel for our Rainbow Dark Fire. So, we're going to reduce this life point damaging card. We're going to banish 7 different darks from the graveyard.
Rainbow Dark Dragon.
Go get him, Jesse.
Rainbow Dark Dragon's effect.
Activate his special ability by banishing all the dark monsters. Nothing is wasted in this deck. And now we have lethal damage.
Rainbow Dark Dragon.
Naisu, James. Feel free to leave a Naisu in the comments section below. Now, we have Unknown Synchron if the opponent... Oh, this is... Oh, yeah, we got... Let's turn off the voice lines on this one. Yikes. Because this is Tri-Mids, and this one's going to be a grinder, boys and girls. So we have Breaker the Magical Warrior, Tri-Mid Master, because they just don't die. It's like Gladiator Beasts all over again, except less cool and also more meta-proof. Because as soon as we got like Wall of D, Drowning Mirror Force, Gladiator Beasts were... but with the stability of Tri-Mids, they are able to, you know, go around all of that. So here, I force him to switch. And then I give myself the Duke Shade, because I know that Triumphant Fortress protects against the Blast Spooter, and we're going to take this opportunity to go for our Rainbow Dark Baggio and get some big damage. Opponent has a Wall of D. That's fine. Oh, and they also switch for Triumphant King Golem. So, reducing my damage. Yeah, I would not have had lethal damage regardless. I just want to get a Rainbow Dark Dragon on the field and start controlling and let Thick Shizu switch out her cards less often. And then we're just gonna keep killing. And as long as Thick Shizu does not draw a Triumphant Pulse, we're A-okay. Here we're gonna go Blast Spooter for the field spell, because again, so this forces the switch, and now we can do Desperado Barrel Dragon, and Thick Shizu has no more switches. This turn anyway. So now we have both of our boss monsters is looking very grim for Thick Shizu, because we have Desperado Barrel Baggio. Now the opponent does something very clever here. They go from main phase straight to end phase, and then I am not able to activate my Desperado Barrel Dragon. And I made sure I clicked on the toggle to to take advantage of any opportunity. But they just went, clicked the side thing and then went right to end of turn. Canadia on the Rainbow Dark. That's A-okay. Desperado. Hit the Tri-Mid Hunter. And then we just gotta kind of, take it on faith a little bit. Okay. Alright, Rainbow Dark. You've done enough. Wall of the D! Oh, the last surprise. But we have another Desperado Barrel Baggio. And that is top tick situation, and that is game. Alright, here we go. We open the bacon. Always set the bacon. The duel before this, I didn't set bacon, and I lost. Because I think I chose Grave Squirmer over bacon. Anyway, bacon's great. Bacon in the graveyard gives you a life. Grave Squirm, destroy the Silent Waifu. Don't you know that she searches? I do know. But the opponent doesn't know that I'm using Draw Sense, Search. Grass looks greener, James! Because I can't activate it with Silent Waifu on the field, but I can activate it with Silent Magician level 8, because she's just unaffected by other opponent's spell effects. But she's not unaffected by the juicy Rainbow D. Blast Spooter. And then let's banish all of these goodness. Special summon the Rainbow Dark Dragon. We're not able to get our biggest attack points yet, but that would have been 8k. Here we are. We set our Grave Squirm. Grave Squirm, amazing card, except against Subterrors, because they don't remove by battle. They just remove but this or that. They don't even have to touch you. But fear not. We have a Karibo. It's all good. Draw Sense, Spell or Trap. Draw Sense, Search. The grass looks memer. This might get it banned. I need to get more snipe babies. Alright. You know the drill. Duke Shade. Recover the Rainbow Dark Dragon. And then Rainbow Dark Dragon banishes all of Darks for lethal damage over everything. So, I hope that this has been enlightening, has been helpful, has been worthy of hitting the subscribe button and the like button. YouTube, when you tell YouTube that you like me, YouTube likes me more, and then more people like me. So, one final time, thank you for watching.